Hey, this is Matt once again. What about another video? This is another paid request, this time for Jonathan Lindsey. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. But he wanted me to talk about another episode of Batman the Animated Series, and it's called Catwalk. Now, Catwalk is a Catwoman story. Selena Kyle, voiced by Adrienne Barbeau. She voiced the character on the show, which was a surprise when I first realized that, found out about that. I'm like, oh shit. Because I love John Carpenter's The Fog, and she was in Steve from New York. I'm like, oh shit, Adrienne Barbeau? And she does a wonderful job voicing the character. And this is definitely one of the better Catwoman episodes. Even the title card. I thought the title card looked really cool with the way the art is done and her looking off on the tip of a building. This is just a nice, good look for the Catwoman character. And the beginning where Selena Kyle is narrating, kind of going through what she's been through. And I like that during the narration flashbacks, it's a bit stylistic. Like meeting Batman, and Batman's in the dark, and these beams of light are cascading over him, and the fight's done, but you don't hear sound effects. It's a fight done with just music. You just hear the music. And like when she's with the judge is so towering over her. So at this point, Selena's trying to go the straight and narrow path, but she's getting restless. One leads to another, she's pulled into a car where she meets the ventriloquist with his puppet Starface. She laughs at first because it's silly, but then ultimately she realizes it's a serious situation, and Starface says, hey, first you get the power, then you get the women. You get the women, then you get the pussy. No, different Starface. So this Starface says, hey, I got a job for you. I got a plan, and you can steal this money from this museum. The same museum you don't like, because you don't like some of the people involved, because they have some of the animals, skinned, stuffed, put on display, tigers, things of that nature. She ultimately says yes, but she gets fucked over. Because the ventriloquist is going to have her take the fall while he steals pretty much these animal hides to sell them to the highest bidder. Especially the more exotic, rare animal hides. And Catwoman, very sexy. Beautiful lady, the way they design, and when she has the suit on, it's skin tight. You see ass and everything. I don't know why I said it like that. It's not because it's not just ass, you see ass. Kids cartoons back in the 90s. Are they greatly missed? Fucking A. So Batman decides to help her, looking for clues. Catwoman cheap shots Batman. Once Batman finds some clues about it, goes to where Starface is. A fight erupts. Batman comes in to help Catwoman. And there you go. The animation is nicely done. The voice work. Batman has a nice kit that he hits to this guy named Rhino. Not Rhino from Spider-Man. This is a different Rhino. The way Selena takes care of the Starface dummy is funny. Do you think it's ready to go into the saw blades, but then the ventriloquist stops it. But then Selena gets this lever, pulls it, and it just drops the damn, all these crates right on the damn dummy. And Selena is able to get away with it. At least she's able to run away, get out of there, and as she says, I have to be who I am. Call it fate, call it luck, call it karma, call it instinct. And I like how, Batman's sad, because he wanted her to make it, he wanted her to go a straight and narrow path. But, Catwoman escaped and she's out there, and I am the cat who walked by herself. Which seems like a bit of a corny line, but for this instance, it works. And I would say it's just a nice showcase for Catwoman. She's able to use her whip a little bit. Granted, Batman needs to save her because it's a Batman show, but maybe I would like her to have a bit more action, beating up some more of these thugs, using her whip a bit more. Maybe I would like a little bit more of that. Starface the Ventriloquist is definitely one of the weirder villains, but definitely at the same time unique as well. It's not just the same typical, you can't use Joker every single time, or Poison Ivy each time. So using some of these villains like the first episode of the Clock Team, which I didn't mind, or the Ventriloquist the Dummy, at least, like I said, brings variety, uniqueness to it, so it doesn't feel like you have just the same type of villains again and again and again. So I'm fine with the inclusion of him in it. The animation, the music's pretty up to standards. Like I said, especially the opening, fairly stylistic, and Selina's flashbacks. Like overall, if you like Catwoman characters, definitely one of the better episodes with her involved in it. And I liked it. I don't know if I say it's a favorite of mine, but overall I liked it, and it was 20 minutes long and didn't overstay its welcome, and it worked out rather well. So, other than that, I know it's a short review, but it's pretty to the point, just like this episode. So, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.